for having a bit of a weakness in this matchup.
Oh boy.
He did defeat Sulky 3-1 in Code 8 very recently.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to shore up that matchup, and that's great to see. And that's part of the reason why we think he's got a great chance here against DRG. Of course, the stats right now in Pro League only don't really show that, but I think he's got a good chance here.
Yeah, he could be turning things around. No doubt beating one of those top Zerg players in a best-of-5 is going to help a lot with your confidence. And here's DongRaeGu. Look at this old face. We haven't seen him in so long. Fantastic to see him back. He's looking happy, looking in good spirits as he should be on a great team like SPENU.
He picks a very old song too. Old Korean K-pop song.
Oh, nice. 10-8 against Creator in ladder games.
These guys have played against each other in ladder games. These guys have played against each other so many times.
No, they have a lot of history between each other as well, so it's going to be an interesting one, Valdez. It's going to be on Cactus Valley there. I favor Protoss on this map.
Yeah.
I got to admit, we did see a lot of interesting games in the Kesma Cup recently. A lot of back and forth. So this map, you know, can go either way, but the choke points really favor defense and aggression from the Protoss.
Let's see what DRG can do. Let's see if both of his hot packs that he brought for his cold hands can help him through this one. Definitely favoring Creator here. I'm not sure if we're going to get those predictions. Would have been pretty interesting to see. Okay, we will get those right on screen. Right now, let's see. Wolf, Daehyun, the analyst over there, and the Monday caster going for DongRaeGu. The rest of us going for Creator.
Yeah, interesting sort of 3-3 there.
Maybe Moonglade just high-fived.
Well, let's see what happens, Valdez. We haven't seen DRG in a very long time, so this was kind of a shot in the dark when I came to predicting this one.
Yeah, we don't really know where he's at joining this new team. But anyway, guys, let's jump into the game right now. Game number 2 on Cactus Valley. Here in the top left, in the purple for Prime, our Protoss player, it is Creator.
Down in the bottom left, the Zerg player for SPENU, it's DRG. Ooh. One of the greats. Look at that serious face.
He's gotten rid of the glasses. He's got a bit of that Losira death stare in him.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, let's have a look at what's going to happen in this map. Judging by that pylon there, should be a Nexus first. And that is something we see so often from Creator.
Yeah.
Like nearly every single time. He always plays this way. It's kind of funny that these Prime players or ex-Prime players, they always have these kind of styles that involve going for the Nexus or the Command Center first. When you think about Marine King, he's always going for Command Center first. Think of Creator, he's always going for Nexus first. Kind of funny like that.
Yeah. Interesting, the vote there was in favor of DRG. I'm sure that has nothing to do with the large amount of SPENU fans in the audience.
Yeah, yeah. No doubt about that. Oh, okay, it's going to be a gateway. So I'm wrong after all.
Wah, wah.
Normally it's Nexus first, right, fellas, right?
I was with you on that one, Moonglade, but...
Yeah, man. I was selling it. You're going to see that hatchery first there.
Getting another look at the SPENU CEO over there on the right in the glasses.
The hero of StarCraft.
Thank you for sponsoring literally everything in Korea.
Yep.
You are my favorite person in the whole world. Interesting little scout there. Looks like he was going to scout the Overlord, didn't see it. Now he's going to go to the bottom right.
Yeah. You see that safety drone as well. Scared in case Forge is on the map. Doesn't want to deal with any sort of cannon rush. Yeah, you can just simply see that gateway expand that we've been seeing so often. Very safe against everything.
Yeah. And
double hatch before pool for DRG. So he's going to get definitely the advantage when it comes to build orders early on.
Yeah. Kind of surprised some Protosses do this. They don't put the gateway at the ramp. I feel like going gateway Nexus core, it's just kind of safe to put that gateway in case you scout some kind of super early pool.
Yeah.
I'm sure a better Protoss than me could tell me the exact reason why.
I think that's a very good reason why. It's a mixture of early pulls as well as possible proxy hatcheries, I guess. That also, help a lot if you can power out a Zealot if we do see a hatchery go down in your natural.
Well, I'm just wondering why it's not at the ramp.
Oh.
Why they put it in the bag.
Well, because if it's a very early Ling Rush, they can just kill that pylon, then you're dead. So you gotta make sure if
make
you
it close to your mineral line.
Yeah, close to your mineral line, behind your mineral line. Like if Zerglings commit to that, they could just die.
That's a good point, Vinzade. I think you're correct.
I've been thinking about this one for a while, Valdez. That's what I like to do
You're
in my
actually
spare
just
time.
a StarCraft 2 encyclopedia.
I just sit there, like if I'm not casting or playing StarCraft 2, I just sit there like a vegetable and think about the game. I have a pretty sad life.
I know. I've seen you do it before.
Yeah, man. I just veggie up, man.
I hook you up to your machines.
My breathing apparatus, so I stay alive, and then I just figure stuff out. Figure stuff out.
Yeah, stuff. So we're gonna have a Stargate coming through here for Creator. Not a bad choice. Maybe get some Phoenixes out on the map. Gain yourself some space. You could also go for that Oracle. Maybe go for a bit of a faster third base.
Yeah, I always like the Oracle opening against these double hatch before pools. I think it's probably the strongest opening you can do as a Protoss. It also enables you to get your own third base fairly early on without the risk of that Ling harassment or Ling cancel on your Nexus. Oracle can kill infinity Lings, that is correct, if it has energy.
Oracle it is, going to be boosted straight to the base of DongRaeGu.
DRG is going to play it greedy from here. I like it. You go a couple of gases around the 6-minute mark. Very standard sort of opening. Very nice and greedy. Let's see if he does some safety spores or he tries to scout. He's going to come up with an overload into the main base eventually. He's going to probably see that Oracle as well, but can he put spores up in time is another question.
Well, he did see it. Let's see if he actually saw it, if he was paying attention. No spores just yet.
We're going to see some real damage in this natural, Valdez. Real damage. Not that fake kind. It's going to go, ooh, actually going through the third base. That means he takes extra damage, almost losing all his shield.
Well, he's going to be able to get some of these drones. He gets one, and actually he's going to play it super safe. I think he just assumes that there are some spores down.
He assumed that that DRG was paying attention, and that was his demise. That was the demise of the harassment of the Oracle. Oh, committing too hard. Creator losing the Oracle.
Look at him in the booth.
He's one of those emotional players too. If he has a bit of a slip up like that, we could just see a bad game from him.
Yeah. And Creator, we saw him over at GSL. I think I was casting with Dan.
Oh, wait till you guys see that. I'm not going to say it until you guys see it. When you get a look at the main base, you will see and laugh with me. We are going to see an early +1 as well, so it will be a third base. It'll happen, Valdez. Don't worry.
I'm just staring at you like I don't understand.
Oh, you will see in good time.
Okay.
The Observer will catch on eventually. And look at that. 2 evolution chambers.
All right.
Damn it. There we go.
Not sure how that happened.
He should actually force field himself out of there. You should try at least.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
He can be the protector of that pylon.
Yeah, he like kills an overlord because he's stuck back there.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, so 1 less sentry because he got stuck behind, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We'll help out killing this overlord though. Doesn't get the kill on it though. That'd be the coolest thing ever.
Sad sentry.
Sad sentry, sad life.
We're going to see DongRaeGu going for this very heavy Ling composition here with the +1 to melee as well as the
I like this
armor.
style. I like this style a lot because
I've seen this a lot these days.
Yeah, it's good against the Sentry Blink Stalker styles we do see a lot from Protoss players, especially on this kind of map. It is like one of these fantastic maps for just force fields in general because the choke points are kind of ruthless, especially outside that natural.
Doing a fast infestation pit too. Let's see what he goes with for with that. He could go for infestors, get a good fungal, maybe chain it up on the sentries. Could definitely do a lot of damage. Pop those, or maybe just get a bunch of stalkers, hold them in place so they can't blink.
Ooh,
We're gonna have a pause here.
Hopefully not a warning. I think that's the last thing Prime needs going into this round. But DRG looking fantastic, and as you were saying, infestation pit. Oh, did he have a slippery mouse pad?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's something you just can't do. You're going to get a warning for that.
Yeah.
That is...
He doesn't look happy at all, man. Yeah, he looks so...
I think you just play with it, man. Like, unless it's like literally slipping with your mouse, you should probably just play with it.
Yeah. Look at all that tape. You see it on the top.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge mistake, man.
Yeah. Creator in an interesting spot right now. We talk about how he's a very emotional player. We saw him over at GSL. He had the right idea. He even brings like a big notebook with him, he said, during his interview, where he just keeps a lot of builds and ideas and stuff. I'm not sure how much it helped him out because in his play, he just looks very nervous. His army control specifically just always seems a little bit off. Like he's just not confident in his play.
Yeah, already a couple of uncharacteristic slip-ups. Well, I guess they are not uncharacteristic, but sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't.
They're like pretty much straight-up Creator.
Straight-up Creator.
Characteristics.
Losing that Oracle in a pretty bad way, and also getting that Sentry stuck behind your main base. Two really bad things. I'm sure DRG is just getting informed that, okay, his mouse pad was slippery, you got a warning, you're good to go.
Yeah. Should be okay to jump right back in here. Both of the players have said they're ready to go. We will resume this in just a moment.
DRG looking absolutely fantastic so far in this game, by the way. You know, he hasn't taken any damage. He's fully saturated on all 3 bases. He's got the gases on all 3 bases. He's going into Infestors, I believe, because it's a great choice against what he's seen so far. It could also just be a very quick hive into Broodlords. I wouldn't put him past that either.
Yeah, we got that Spire on the way, too. Nice building placement here, but uh-oh. Okay, he doesn't commit to the kills.
Can't trade just yet. That is +1 Zealots against 0-0 Lings for a few seconds more. Yep. Here we go with the... got those Pathogen Glands on the way, Valdez. I think we're just going to see a very powerful Ling Roach style into a later hive.
With quite possibly mixed in.
Yeah, I think we will see eventually Broodlords behind this, but not just yet. He's going to really make a powerful mid-game kind of army to hard counter this Blinkstalker Sentry style.
I really like this composition, actually. For a while, the Zergs were saying, without these Ormos, okay, we just got to go Roach Infest, or maybe throw in some Vipers, rather. Go for a bunch of Binding Clouds and just fight the Protoss straight up like that. But now we're seeing a bunch of different styles come through. And... I feel like this makes it a little bit easier to transition into that hive and those Broodlords, which you eventually want against Protoss.
Yeah, a lot safer, that's for sure. And look at this. Force Field's going down, getting a few units.
I'd say that's worth it.
Yeah. Look at this creep spread from DRG, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. He's out into the middle of the map, heading towards Creator's base right now.
Nice Force Field.
Buying a lot of time as well. You know, Infest is going to be out by the time he gets anywhere near his base. There's so many Lings being made. 2-2 on the way. Hive on the way. DRG looking fantastic.
Yeah. We don't see Creator staying on this heavy Blink Stalker play for a long time. We already see him transitioning, in fact, into Colossi. He finally saves that Sentry, by the way, in this Orb Prism.
Imagine that Sentry wins him the game by force fielding the ramp to the main.
He's got, like, full energy.
Full energy, and imagine he does that. That'd be, like, so funny and so sad at the same time. We'll see. He's going to identify. He's going to see that War Prism with that Overlord, so he knows it's there. He's going to be very careful with it.
Yeah. War Prism gives up halfway. Sees the Overlord, and he's like, whatever. I can't make it work. Let's see when Creator decides to put on some pressure, because so far he's been very passive, allowing, you know, DongRaeGu, like you said, to get super good creep spread out on the map. He's got that 4th base out here, too. He's got all these techs lining up for him as well. He's going to have a great unit comp.
DRG, very brave right here. He's going to go for the big Ling attack, dropping down some Infested Terrans as well, but he's fighting a Colossus now. And Force Fields in this kind of ramp, this kind of choke.
Yeah, I really don't know about this attack. You were saying it very early on. This map is so good for Protoss to just defend. You make just one line of Force Fields and you're golden.
That's like 2 to 3. You could just do 2 Force Fields there, and it's going to ruin the attack completely. Very hard place to attack into. He did force out a lot of, I guess, energy on the sentries. So if Creator does move out into the map, he's going to have a pretty rough time trying to protect himself from all angles. And there's so much creep as well.
Yeah. We're going to have these Corruptors popping out. I think 10 in total. I think they're originally made for the Broodlords, but I'm not sure if we even saw a Greater Spire. I think they're just for the Colossi.
Yeah, they're just Colossus killers at this point. They want to wipe out the Colossus, and I think he could do it. Only 2 Colossus. There's a recall ready, so I think he will be forced to do that. Here we go.
Instant recall. Very nicely done. He doesn't hesitate with that one. He had to. So many of his stalkers are on the main base too.
Yeah, he was very ready for it. But this is going to give DRG a position in the natural. No force fields this time around.
Let's see what DRG can make happen here. Nice little bungle there on a bunch of the sentries.
Got to get those Corruptors on top of the Colossus or it's all for nothing. Bit of a bungled attack.
Yeah, now look at all these Corruptors. There's so many leftover Stalkers that are just cleaning these guys up.
Oh, yeah. Big mistake there, losing all his Corruptors at the end of the fight. He killed the Colossus, but the Colossus already did all the damage they needed to do.
And look at this, Creator has identified the fact that, in fact, Ultralisks are on the way for DRG. He's already making Immortals. He's setting them up great here for a big attack with a good composition, some Immortals mixed in.
This counterattack is going to be a strong one, Valdez. There's going to be Ultras on the map in just a second, so I think Creator is on a time limit. He has to kill bases. He has to damage the economy and get out of there. Not really committing to anything just yet. Waiting for an Immortal to come down. And another Void Ray. And here we go.
He's going to get one Ultralisk very fast.
So much damage, actually. And that Immortal went head first down into the Mass Lings.
But still, there's just so much Protoss there. Look at all of those Blink Stalkers. We saw actually Myungshik take out Leenock like this.
43 Blink Stalkers.
Just making mass Blink Stalker after a good fight to take out the Ultralisk.
Well, he's in a pretty big choke right now, but look how many Ultras there are. Plus Queens behind it, plus Bungle potential. 2-2 Lings. This is going to be a very hard fight for Stalkers alone to deal with. Here we go. He's going to try and trade with him. So many Lings behind this.
And even Roaches in the back. Some great bungles here to keep everything in place, too. Oh, boy. There's not enough Stalkers here for a Creator.
No, well, just the wrong composition more than anything else, Valdez. You know, you just can't mass Stalkers against mass Ling Ultra like this because there's just simply too much to the tank, and there's Queens behind it to heal them up. The Ultras take so many hits as it is.
Funny little chaser, and the Void Rays, both of them get away.
He actually just gives up. Then the Void Ray runs back into range, but he doesn't try to kill it. I don't know. I don't know, Valdez. I don't know, man.
Now checking over here for that fourth base. She's going to see it's not up, and he's even going to catch the probe.
Yep. He's going to be sitting pretty. He's like, well, I'm just that far ahead. He can just make Queens, Infestas, and Ultra Ling from here, and he will be immune to any sort of attack.
We got 7 Infestors on the way. Wow. It's a huge amount. DRG has so much space on the map. He puts down his own 5th base in the bottom right.
Yep, up 50 supply as it is. He's going to try and break the front. It's going to be a hot one. He should be waiting for his Infestors, but he's going to deal with this free Archon at least. 3 Immortals in the mix this time as well. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Creator, or rather, DongRaeGu has to be so careful about how he gets this. Oh, those Void Rays in the back.
They actually take out both Infestors.
That's why you got to deal with the Void Rays and not just leave them both alive.
Yeah, you got to leave them. You got to deal with them. You got to protect your Infestors. Why are you attacking without the Infestors is what I want to know. That's like such a crucial part of your army against Mass Blink Stalker like this.
Yeah. Just some pretty crucial mistakes from both players, I have to say, in this game. Pretty sloppy one.
Yeah. Still, DRG remains pretty far ahead, and he's also going into Broodlords from here. He has to remake that 5th base. Small inconvenience, though. He's still up a base for now.
Nice little run by there with the Roaches, looking to get rid of some of that supply. I'd assume here he has that Greater Spire on the way. We're going to see a huge transition into a brunt of Broodlords. He already has 7 Ultras on the map.
You know, he does have at least 1 Void Ray that could help out a little bit. It's actually on like 1 HP. So
yeah,
it's going to try for something, but yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a hard fight when Broodlords get on the map because those Immortals are going to get tied up. Those Archons are going to get tied up by Broodlings. It's going to be a very messy fight. He's going to have perfect micro. He's going to have to deal with the Ultras before he can deal with the Broodlords as well. This counterattack actually doing insane damage.
Yeah. Most of it is DRG throwing away a lot of surprise for more Corruptors, more Broodlords, but there's actually just not enough stuff here for Creator.
No, these are 3-2 Lings, and I believe they have Adrenal Vent. Oh, no, they didn't actually. But still. It's enough armor, at least, to take 3 hits from the cannon. So that's pretty powerful.
13 probes lost. He's now only on 54 or 55. I suppose he'll be able to get a bigger army supply from this, but
At the very least, right? That's something. He's making a DT shrine. Dark shrine behind this. So many Broodlords being made. There's going to be about 8 on the map. That is 8 too many for this army to deal with.
Finally puts down that fleet beacon. But it may just be too late. Like, there's already so many of these Broodlords out on the map.
Yeah, well, he's maxed out with the army he desired. He's had all the time in the world. He's sitting on 5 base. All he's got to do is crush this fourth base of Creator, and he can just win the game. Yeah,
this is the Zerg Death Ball. He's even adding 5 queens at a time for mass transfuse on all these heavy Zerg units. We're going to see a big warp in here at that Creator Spire, but the Broodlords are already out.
Yep, here we go. He's going to start picking away at the army. And this is going to be a hard fight for Creator. Only 2 Void Rays can help out. He could actually abduct them and help make it easier, but he might go for the Blinding Cloud. Nope.
He's just going to pull them.
And Blinding Cloud at the same time. Yeah. Oh, and a Fungal under the Blinding Cloud, so these units are completely useless. Very easy kills there. Decides not to fully commit though. That just gets these Nexus and he's good to go.
Yeah, he has to give up that base. And it doesn't look like Creator's going to have enough to deal with this gigantic army. He's trying desperately to get out some air units and even some Archons, but he's in a terrible position right now.
But look at the banks Valdez. Just look at those banks, man. Yeah. That is absolutely insane.
It's pretty gross.
He can just remax the moment he has to. And look at this. Another big fight. This one's much more favorable for Creator. All those Immortals wailing away at the Ultras, actually.
Yeah, and a really big blink forward. He's going to get a lot of these Broodlords, but some Lings pushing through, heavily upgraded. It may just be enough. Actually, a very close fight.
Yeah, it should be enough, but 10 Ultras already on the cards.
But at the same time, so many of these Immortals stay alive.
Yeah, that is the big problem here. But I think regardless, you know, if he adds in enough Zerglings to help buffer, he can kind of crush this army, because look at the AoE. There's one Colossus, one Archon, and that's it for the AoE. There's nothing else.
No. Let's see what Creator can do. Some Dark Templar coming in. But, of course, there's an Overseer waiting. Dark Templar going to try to make a move towards that 5th base. And Creator just, once again, very passive play. Going back to his roots. Just saying, okay, I'll just take another base. Can't really attack you right now.
Well, DT gonna do something. 5th base completely
forgot the detection over here.
Yeah.
Looks like an Overseer will be there in time.
Yep.
But 6 kills, 7 kills, not bad.
Yeah, it's something. It's something, but still Creator in such a horrible place from here. Down 60, 70 supply. Making an army that's, you know, decent against Ultras, but if there's anything else added in, it might be a little bit harder. And if the Blinding Clouds get off, what are you gonna do? You're gonna die.
Yeah, get some good Fungals, good Blinding Clouds. Make sure those Stalkers aren't doing anything. Looks like there's going to be a big run-by towards that 3rd base. Shut that down.
Yeah, he could actually just right-click that Nexus as well if he wanted to. He might as well.
Oh, and at the same time, 11 Ultras getting to work on your 4th base.
And look, he's going to get away with the Lings if he wants to as well. He doesn't have to, but he might just want to. Yeah, he's going to commit to them. Yeah, he's actually trading really well with Stalkers, actually. He got like 5, 6 Stalkers with these Lings. So, an insult to injury.
Yeah. Creator just barely hanging on now for such a long time.
Viper's going for a scout. 3 Vipers. This is the ceremony of DRG.
Viper's going for a scout.
Throwing away units. 66 Lings on the way.
Yeah, that's definitely what he needs here. Only 2 Archons, it looks like.
Yeah. Not that many Force Fields, and even if there are Force Fields, Ultras will crush them.
Yeah.
So many Queens with this army as well. 5 Queens. High on energy. It looks like Creator's had enough. He's like, okay, it's time to attack.
DRG going to get a really nice concave here. Some Time Warps going down, looking kind of sad. Great Fungal on a lot of these Immortals in the front. And that's going to be it. I mean,
oh, he's
dancing the Ultras.
DRG, welcome home.
Naughty boy.
Welcome home, brother. It's been a long time, but I'm glad to see you back. And Creator going to be a little unhappy after that one.
GG. Throws the headset off. Another win for SPENU. DRG gets his first win in Pro League as well.
Yep, looking fantastic. Really strong Zerg.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he had to do at each stage of the game. Tripped off the stage, but it's okay. I'm getting kind of excited for this team, Valdez.
Yeah, so much hype behind it, so much excitement. I don't know what that was all about. That was kind of interesting.
I didn't even know. But guess what, Valdez? Myungshik versus Yoda is going to be the next match.
Oh, boy.
We could very well see a 3-0 for SPENU.
I think we will. Yoda kind of iffy, kind of mediocre play overall. He was a little bit better in round 1 than he was in round 2. Went 4-4 in round 1, 1-5 in round 2. Really kind of fell off for Prime.